A struggle to my people is a struggle to me. You know, see people who having it hard. Hey, fuck through it, map through it. What a people. Man, we survive whips and plantation. Don't owe us nothing. 21st century plantation that's full of us, and we just 12% of the whole damn nation. What's happening, family? Take more than Barack to get my block to let go of the rock. Stop. Pray to the Lord, they soul to forgive. Y'all can't even hear that. Y'all can't even hear that what I got playing right now. Y'all can't hear what I got playing right now. That's that feel like crying. You know what I'm saying? I need to share that with y'all. I wrote some phenomenal music over the years, man. I thank the creator. You know what I'm saying? All praises due. But I don't know what y'all call a hit. You know what I'm saying? I know most people call hits, the songs that a whole bunch of people don't listen to. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. That's valid like a mug. Some people define a hit by a song that done sold a bunch of copies. You got somebody got rich off of it. I feel that that's good too. I feel that that's legit, even though a lot of time the artist gets the low end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? And somebody who didn't write or perform the song generally will get the. Oh man, thank you, Eleanor. I appreciate that. Let me try this. Let me try this. It's probably because I got this playing too. All right, let me do that. Let me do that. I was probably straining my system a little bit there, having too many things playing. How I sound now? How I'm sounding now, sis? Anybody, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Cool, cool, cool. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Eleanor in the house. Oh, let me start off. It's not a trip to Little Rock, Arkansas if you don't go to the House of Mental Eatery. If you don't go home, if you don't go to the HOME, it's not a trip to Little Rock, Arkansas. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This ain't even a slight to all of the great vegan chefs that I know and love throughout the country. You know what I'm saying? When I say that Elnora, mental sequence, the House of Mental Eatery is the best vegan restaurant in the country. The food is immaculate. And I need to just stop putting vegan in front of it. It's one of the best restaurants or cafes or eateries in the country. And I've been all over the country. You know what I'm saying? Rich Rose, I am a b-boy, man. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? I go back that long. You know what I'm saying? I don't trip over the retro style, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to look like these youngsters, man. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got to do my thing. He say, "Shit, man, nah, she more than all right, man. Get down here and get the fish sandwich." That's all I got to say. Get down here and get the fish sandwich. It's man, huh? The fish sandwich is where it's at, and I just want to shout out Eleanor and home, man. We went in there with hey, you tell folks that's what I'm talking about. Roxanne. Went in there with my babies, man. Went in there with a Huru, Zuzu, Sawa. Of course, it's like a family affair. It's like a family affair, man. When we went in there and everybody treated us so good, treated the children so good, and it was hugs all around. The prices are very, very good. And I mean, for what you get, they feed you so good and in there, man. If you in Little Rock, man, you got to come through. And I mean, they treated me good. I'm Baba. I'm Baba. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But they were treating everybody that way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We family. I do get the family treatment when I walk up in there. But one thing I noticed was everybody was getting the family treatment when they came in, and I'm just real impressed with House of Mental. I'm really impressed with what you do, Elnora. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you and shout out to the King. It was an honor to finally meet, brother. You know what I'm saying? And to watch you all building your thing together is really cool. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, in Koyo and I, we walk in that spirit. You know what I'm saying? We walk in that spirit of black man, black woman building something powerful together. Shout out Johnny Judah. I saw you jump in there, you know what I'm saying, on Facebook, man. Again, you and your beautiful queen, you know what I'm saying, building things together. You know what I'm saying? My boy Rich Ross, you and your beautiful queen, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kari Africa, you know what I'm saying, doing things together, man. That's just the vibe, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know that's the vibe. That's what we on, you know what I'm saying? And I'm loving that. You know, people talk about, you know, RBG, you know what I'm saying, and we still RBG, you know what I'm saying, but our thing is embodying what that means rather than just wearing it ain't what's on you, it's what's in you, you know what I'm saying, and building strong black families, you know what I'm saying, that's just a part of it, you know, building powerful black owned businesses, that's just a part of it, you know, but key parts of it, you know what I'm saying, and you go through that phase where you're screaming it, you're talking it, you know what I'm saying, but then you got to get to a point to where you're just living it and you're just being it, you know, so it's just cool to be connected with people all over the world right now that are just being it, that are embodying it. They not all the same. They don't all come from the same background, but they embody the principles and values, you know what I'm saying, of black power. And I love that, you know what I'm saying. And no, man, it's easy, Elnor. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't paid me to do this. You ain't, this is easy. You know, you make it easy. When you good for real, it's easy to brag on it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'd rather get on here and brag on us, brag about what we doing than anything else. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm about to be in the corner in a minute. Y'all see me, right? Y'all see me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to another black owned business here in Little Rock. You know what I'm saying? New School Recordings, man. New School Studios. My boy K Crucial. You know what I'm saying? About to link up with him and go. He got their brother got a studio near downtown Little Rock. So we about to go be in the lab for a little bit. We got some business to talk, some business to take care of. You know, and so we about to have a meeting over there tonight. So I get to step out a little bit tonight and go and get in my element, you know what I'm saying? And so just getting ready to do that, man. But want to jump on right quick, you know, and just give a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the beautiful people, the beautiful black people in Little Rock, Arkansas, man. Just in case y'all don't know, the black community in Little Rock was one of the first black communities established by black people after slavery, you know what I'm saying? And it's a black community that's been through it all, that's been built up, burnt down, and built back up again, you know what I'm saying? And so the black people in Little Rock are special. You know, the community here in Little Rock, the history here in Little Rock is special, you know, and so there are beautiful people here, man. And I just wanna get at show that love. We ain't got nothing, had nothing but love since we got here. I'm not down here on vacation. We down here taking care of business, you know. And so that being said, I want to shout out to my little brother Sean Gales, CG, Uhuru Academy instructor, recruiter, you know, intern. He recruits my interns for me. He teaches with us, particularly with our UACI summer STEM camp. Shout out to Dr. Ma'ad, our partners in that, you know, but he's also a graduate of Philander Smith, you know, and when I met CG, he don't mind me telling you, he was fresh out of lockup. He was fresh out the cage. He didn't get convicted of anything, but he almost did. He sat down though for a while up in there, you know, trying to, you know how it is. We got a lot of brothers and sisters that be behind the wall just waiting for court. The brother was sitting behind that wall waiting for court, you know, and got out on a technicality, you know what I'm saying? And when he got out, he came to Temple. Shout out to Ali Africa, who brought him, who invited him. Brother came to Temple, was encouraged, still figuring out what he wanted to do with his life. He asked me if he could visit the Uhuru Academy. He came to visit the Uhuru Academy and say, hey, I want to do what you do. Brother went back to college, enrolled in Philander Smith University, and not only did he graduate, he the man on campus down there, y'all. Brother went to Africa 3 times while he was in school, got his degree in education, about to get his master's in education, been a part of the Uhuru Academy the whole time, another product of the movement, another product of what we doing, you know what I'm saying? He's a teacher in DeSoto, but he ain't just a teacher in DeSoto. His students have the #1 scores on the state exams in the district of DeSoto because he puts in that Uhuru Academy model in his classroom. Brothers African centered in the public school. Got to shout him out. But Also giving black, paying it forward. You know, he's been recruiting for Philander Smith. Man, we went down there. I took my son Omari, who was one of the first Uhuru Academy students, but I also took Kanaya Muhammad, who's also one of the earliest Uhuru Academy students. We've had Kanaya in our school since she was in kindergarten, man. She's in 12th grade now. All the way through the Uhuru Academy. She spent 1 year at and shout out to the Healing Hands Academy in Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of the time, she's all the Uhuru Academy. She's actually my teacher's aide as a senior hit this year in Uhuru Academy, and she's going to Philander Smith University. They hosted her yesterday and treated her. Now she's going for education. Man, they treated her like she was a D1 athlete, right? Same with my son Omari, brought him down. He's going to start in January. And when I tell you, he's going into education. And when I tell you the education department at Philander Smith University treated them as if they were about to be two starting point guards on the basketball team, that's what it was like. That's what it was like. You know what I'm saying? And Sean Gale set it up. Got to shout him out, man. He had everybody ready to roll out the black carpet for us. Took us to meet all the power players, all the decision makers at the university. Our students got to meet them. A special shout out to Dr. Charity Smith, one of the most powerful black women in the country. Not just in the state of Arkansas, but in the country. She's the former director of education for the whole state of Arkansas. Now she's the dean of education at Philander Smith, giving black, because what she gets there is nowhere near what she gets on her own business. She's also one of the biggest education consultants in the world, right? But she's at Philander. Man, this sister walked our babies through that building, taking selfies, taking pictures, introducing them to all the other professors and encouraging them and lifting them up the whole time. Preem, it was live, man. I mean, our babies, bruh. The ones you helped me teach and bring along from the time they in elementary school. You know, we walking these Uhuru Academy scholars into a college, and this college is treating them as if LeBron is coming. Right, man. Dr. Charity Smith, Dr. Smith took us over from the campus, because the campus is right next to the state capitol. This sister, whose husband is on the House of Representatives, and she's on several committees dealing with education over there. This sister took us to the state capitol. We parked in the legislators' parking lot, you know what I'm saying, right in front of the building, and she walked our babies through the state capitol and just gave an amazing tour from the bottom floor to the top floor. When we got to the top floor, she said, "I'm taking y'all to the top floor." She said, "Because if you can't ask the question to the people at the top, you really ain't doing nothing. You got to know where the top is wherever you go." You know what I'm saying? And you got to reach the top. She snuck us into the senator's chambers, the legislative chamber, and had our students sit where the senators sit. Right? When they're having hearings, she had our students, she had Omari and Kanaya sit up there where the senators sit. And she say, "Repeat after me. This seat," they say, "this seat is my seat." They say, "My seat." Oh, man, it was so live. It was so good. I mean, that sister spent an hour, almost 2 hours with us. Took us outside to the memorial for the Little Rock Nine, y'all. And I'm going to talk about the fight in a second. But she took us outside to the Little Rock Nine memorial statues, man. We took pictures. She gave a whole lesson about what those babies went through in order to get an education. Just a powerful experience, man. I'm telling you something. I love Little Rock. Look, both of our students, they done. They Philander bound. You know, she bought both of them Philander sweatshirts, and bought them some merch, and just really recruited them like you would recruit an athlete. She's recruiting, and she's letting them know we need black teachers. We need more black teachers, more black instructors, right? And our discussion has been the Uhuru Academy being that feeder, one of those feeder programs, because we develop teachers in our school. All of our students can teach. All of our students have to teach. We teach our students how to build lessons in our school, right? And so now they're just taking that skill and going into the field. And you know, as we build our school, we're going to be hiring we are training the future of the Uhuru Academy. And we found another partner, university partner, to help us with that. Right? Man, I'm loving it. And for it to be two babies that we've brought up from the time they was little to now makes it even more phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel great right now. Oh, so you got a cousin that went to Philander, Deasia. They treat us like family, and it's homecoming this weekend. So we got to take the babies to the step show last night, so they got to experience the step show. And I got my 3 youngest children with me too, so they got to go on a tour and see the college. My baby Zuzu looked at me and say, "Philander might be on the top of my list now, Baba." Because she's already making a list of colleges that she wants to go to. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool, man. It's just cool seeing black people doing their thing, black people coming together. And yes, there's levels to it. Yes, there's some folks that's engaged in some things that I think is a little strange. You know what I'm saying? But they are weirdos. You know what I'm saying? We got some weirdos, but they're our weirdos. And so to watch us maintain an institution, Philander Smith University, if you don't know, been there since 1887. It's been there since 1887, and they doing their thing. Shout out to Philander Smith University. Man, it was on. It was live, man. Went to the step show. A lot of y'all don't know I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated. That's going to be a whole nother live where I talk about my fraternity experience. But it was pretty cool. I sat with the bros, met a few bros, a few Sigmas last night, you know what I'm saying? And I realized that it's my 30-year anniversary, of going over, as they call it, joining the fraternity. I ain't never been much into the fraternity activities and all that kind of stuff. I definitely don't like to wear anything Greek on me, you know what I'm saying? But as far as what the principles that the organization embodies, I'm down with that, you know what I'm saying? And so the age, that's what I'm saying. Gales is the one who hosted us this weekend. Right. So, yeah, Gales definitely went to Philander. I actually attended him, Tone, Kay Crucial, and Haley Layers. I actually attended their graduation. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's cool. I was at their graduation back in 2021. And so the connection with Philander is strong, man. So Uhuru Academy, building that pipeline to Philander is powerful. I also want to shout out Morgan State University, Dr. Oya Mayat. We're also building pipelines in STEM professions, cybersecurity, AI. We got babies looking at Morgan State. We're doing STEM camps with Morgan State University. And you know where we started, man. You know where we started. We started in the hood. We started in the back of another school. Then we was in a little house in the hood donated to us by the Bloods. Shout out to the Eastwood Bloods, you know what I'm saying? For donating the house, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to the Muhammad's, Kanaya Muhammad's parents, you know what I'm saying? Look, they're the first Uhuru Academy parents, the first people who said, hey, man, we're going to take our son out of school, public school, and put him in the Uhuru Academy with Stephen and Tamika Muhammad of Mosque number 52 in Fort Worth, right? Second group was Rich Ross, you know what I'm saying? Supreme and Kyrie Africa to bring us Arabia, and that's cool. Preem, she got the Uber. Hey, Arabia going to land on her feet. She going to land on her feet, But it's a trip, man, coming, our first family, Steve and Tamika Muhammad, and they brought Rahmani. Then they brought Kanaya. They brought Kibra. We graduated Rahmani. He's doing well, right? We practically graduated Kibra. He just left us senior year to go walk at Dunbar with our friends, but we did all the heavy lifting, you know what I'm saying? And then now we're graduating Kanaya. And not only are we graduating Kanaya, you know what I'm saying? Naya but she's chose to become a registered Muslim. She's actually officially Naya X, and Naya is a part of the Uhuru Academy team. She's her tuition is paid because she works as my TA. So we actively training her, man. And we've helped raise her. And so Brother Steve, her father, pulled me to the side yesterday. And he was like, brother, you remember when you first started, right? He said, I know you was getting it on your end. People was doubting what you was doing. He said, we was definitely getting it from our end. Like, I know you're not putting your child. You putting your child over there in that so-called school? Y'all, in 2010, we was a so-called school. Preem, you remember? In 2010, we was a so-called school. 2010, we was looked at like some crazy black folk. Man, what they doing? Them niggas ain't doing nothing. What they doing over there? That's what it looked like 14 years ago. That's how people saw. Remember, the conscious community didn't even accept us at first in DFW. In DFW at first, man, we had pushback. We had serious pushback. People saying we wasn't African-centered and who said he could start a school and all that kind of stuff. We had serious pushback. Serious pushback. You remember that, Preem? I was coming in and none of us had our little dashikis on. We was black power with our rags in our pockets and all that and surrounded by our babies and bringing the hood into the movement. And people like, yeah, they don't teach no math over there, though. Yeah, they don't teach no science over there, though. Look at me now. Look at us now. Yeah, they don't have no computers. Yeah, they don't have. Look at us now. Look where we are now. See, you don't need a multi-million-dollar facility. You don't need a multi-million-dollar facility when you know what you're doing. You don't need a multi-million-dollar facility when you understand the genius that's in African children. I've been trying to tell y'all that. I've been trying to tell y'all we could do more with less if we love our babies than if we send them somewhere that don't love them. You connect them to their culture, connect them to how they learn, teach them how to learn, how to find the best way that they learn. They'll adapt to any environment that they go to. Any environment that they go to. One thing we ain't never got a report on was a child leaving the Uhuru Academy, going somewhere else, and somebody call and say they wasn't ready. They fell off. They behind. We ain't never got that call. Ever. So I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling proud. Oh, man, and I'm grateful, man. Preem, thank you, brother. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for working with us, being there with us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, everybody. Rockzilla, I see you in the house. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina. Thank y'all, man. Look, everybody that we linked up with over the years with the RBG movement, RBG Family Weekend. That's the reason I can come to Arkansas. That's the reason I can move to the Carolinas and everything keep jumping. You look up and say, he built a school? They built a school out there? Yeah, that was a relationship that was being developed since 2013. That was a relationship. My South Carolina relationship was being developed in 2013, 2014. 2013, I came up there. 2014, they came to RBG Family Weekend. They were sold. See, we've been slow cooking this thing. I see people, they be like, dang, man, you still at it. I got to still be at it. It's still at me. I got to still be. Of course, I'm still at it. See, I don't talk about what we have. I don't brag on material things and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we still at it. We still at it, man. And we built some powerful relationships over the years, you know. I'm just saying, man, I went down to Houston in 2017 and worked with Ashley Prince and Jay Prince and the Prince family and built a whole school in Fifth Ward. Converted a boxing gym into a school. Operated that school for a full year before we decided to make our move to South Carolina. Yeah, we did that. And we still working with the Prince family. I'm working on a project with Jay Prince right now, turning his memoir into a life skills curriculum. And it's going to be powerful. It's going to be called the Art and Science of Self-Respect. Yeah, I'm business partners with Jay Prince right now. The Uhuru Academy is. We got to help our icons. We got to help those who've made an impact tell their story, and we got to turn their stories into cautionary tales. Now, Deasia, you don't have a learning disability. It's hard for me to learn that way too, right? I'm more of a hands-on learner. You more what they call a kinesthetic learner, right? You want hands-on. You learn better by doing. You learn better via demonstration. You're an active learner. I get a lot of students like that. That's why a lot of our stuff, especially going online, and I was worried when I went online that it would hurt my active learners, but it doesn't, because the way we do it, everything is interactive. Everything involves critical thinking, finding research, clicking this, dragging that, right? So now you're just an active learner. You're a builder. Active learners don't want to be preached to. Active learners want that action. They want to learn by doing. You know what I'm saying? You're a visual learner, right? You probably have a photographic memory. You look at it, you see it, you can do it, right? I'm that kind of learner. Like I was always good in school, but the way I remembered answers was by visualizing the moment that the teacher said it. Like I can remember moments better than I can remember words, right? Even today, I suck at names. I'm not good at remembering names and things like that, but I can remember moments really well. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. It's actually a form of genius. You know, you have a very active mind. And so you want to manifest things. So you learn through manifestation. So you want to see another manifestation because you are manifest. That's what you do. You're a manifester. So you learn through manifestation. That's all that is. Yeah. No, the school system has a teaching disability, right? So the school system has a teaching disability because it can only teach towards a certain style, right? And because the school system is designed to just teach towards one certain learning style, that's how they carve out who they want from our communities to be a part of the system and who doesn't fit. See, you don't fit, so to speak. See, you don't fit as an active learner because you're going to ask too many questions. But if you was a person who just sit down, follow instructions, and do it, you're perfect for corporate America because you're not going to ask questions. You're just going to do what you're told. Active learners, visual learners say why too much. Why? Why is it like that? Man, I think I can do it better. See, an active learner will see how they got the system laid out, and you'll figure out a way to make the system better. Yeah. But see, if you're in a school system that wants you to be a leader, then you be at the top of your class. See, you're supposed to be class president. See, the Asia in the school, like ours, and not just because it's African-centered. And African-centered is because that's our target. We're focusing on our people, right? But as any student-centered, truly student-centered school will look at the active learners and say, those are our leaders, those are our innovators. Those are the ones who are going to create something tomorrow that doesn't exist today, and then they would nurture that. But when you're not in that environment, when you speak up, they tell you to be quiet. When you speak up, they say, see, you speak at inappropriate times. You ask too many questions and you get punished for it. But had you had the opportunity to be in a system that was really centered around your genius, what kind of education would you have gotten in? You might be sitting in a legislative seat somewhere. Not that you've sold yourself short by any means, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, man, look, all of us, none of us that came through the public school system, none of us active learners have reached our fullest potential. No matter how successful you may be, we haven't reached our fullest potential, right? And had we had that opportunity, ain't no telling where we would be. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about, DH. They better come to the Uhuru Academy. It's going to be with Mufasa. I'm being messy now, but I was just wondering if you was talking about Mufasa when you said if you ever had kids. You know, little Simba. We're talking about little Simba and little Nala. They more than welcome. They more than welcome to come through, you know, and that's what we do, man. Shout out to Rob Bay in Adolfo. She posted a beautiful picture of her and Adolfo. Adolfo, who came with us when he was a second grader, had a file this thick, y'all. Just a young genius. You know what I'm saying? Just say some foo-foos. Adolfo was a young genius, y'all. Came to us, but the school system was labeling him learning disabled. He was an active learner like you, DH. And they labeled him learning disabled. And they was trying to put this little boy in special ed. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. We got him. We looked at that hyperactivity as genius. See, I say they're hyper intelligent. We don't say they're hyperactive. We say they're hyper intelligent, right? Their minds are moving a mile a minute, right? And so, man, look, when he came to us, oh, he's supposed to have been the problem child, We assessed him and we found out what the problem was. We needed to move him up 2 grade levels. Once we moved him up 2 grade levels, he was challenged academically. He started doing his thing. Yeah, he still had some behavior things, but his behavior issues, but he was always trying to assert himself naturally as an alpha. And he was a little dude, but he was trying to assert himself. So, you know, Adolfo fought everybody at the Uhuru Academy. Like, everybody fought Adolfo at least one time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fought Adolfo at least once at the Uhuru Academy, you know. But we loved Adolfo and we stayed at it, stayed challenging. Boo, boo, boo. Adolfo ended up leaving the Uhuru Academy, go attend a soccer academy, high school soccer academy. Went there and excelled athletically and academically. We proud of Adolfo. Now he has his own he has a barbering business, taking care, man, just taking care of his business, man. A beautiful young brother. A beautiful young brother that had he not come to the Uhuru Academy, where would he be? Would he have reached his potential? Like now we got testimonials. Now we have examples that our approach worked. And that's our approach working without funding. That's the results we have now are the results that we've gotten just with tuitions and raising money in the community and especially out of my own pocket. These are the self-investing. These are the internal investment results that we get. Y'all, I've poured just from my time and money, I've poured over almost $3 million into the Uhuru Academy, into what we're doing. That's not an exaggeration. That's just out of my pocket, out of my time. There was a time my son was telling me earlier. Hold up. CG.
Whoa, my bad. I didn't know you called me.
Oh, it's all good, man. I'm going live right now. They might can hear you.
Oh, okay. Where you at, man?
I'm at the house, man. I'm about to step out though. Y'all gonna be at the lab?
I'm gonna step out right now. We gonna be at the lab, but that means you just me and Tone go because Keenan got sick.
Oh, Keenan sick?
Yeah, you let us go though, but Keenan got sick.
Okay. Well, shoot me the address, man. I'll meet y'all.
All right, man. Meet me. I'm about to stop by the alumni mixer right quick.
Okay.
But just pull up on us and we all meet. We all get together.
All right, cool. Well, shoot me where I'm going.
All
right, later. All right. Y'all see my beautiful Sawa back there. That's my baby girl, my gymnast, doing her thing, man. She had her first competition not too long ago and just did her thing, you know what I'm saying, with her beautiful self. Well, show off. She gotta show y'all what she doing. Look at my Zuzu. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm going live right quick. I'm just hanging out on the internet for a second. Then I'm gonna go. Yep, yeah, they saw you. Everybody, the whole world saw you when you just did that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's my Zuzu right there, y'all. That's my competitor. That's my competitor. They all geniuses, though. They all geniuses in their own way. Zuzu gonna take over the school one day. All right, and Sawa gonna take care of me when I can't take care of myself.
I might.
Oh, no, they arguing over. See, that's love. Well, okay. Well, Sawa's not arguing. She might. So I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. But man, look, I saw that. Oh, there go Rue. Rue name means freedom. Where you at, man? They can't see.
Hello, everybody.
All right, there he is, right there. My young protege, right there, man. He doing his thing, young artist. It's a trip because your children are always like a piece of your personality. You can see a piece of your personality in all of your children. So they've grown up with Uhuru Academy. Uhuru Academy is all they've ever known. They've attended every Uhuru Academy too, in one capacity or another, since they've been born. You know what I'm saying? And so they attended Prince Circle of Legends Academy in Houston. They currently attend UASC International in Columbia. They've attended online programs with UA Online. So their whole experience has been Uhuru Academy. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm proud of that too. I'm probably proudest of that. Is that our youngest three children that they're gaining their education this way, and when I tell you that they all powerful, they are all very, very powerful. You know what I'm saying? And you see one, right? So you see what part of me she got, the one that be on stage. That's her. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I saw that fight last night, man. What y'all think about that non-fight? Last night, it was truly an exhibition fight. Like that's what an exhibition is. An exhibition fight is a play fight. It's a play fight that's just for play. That's just for pure entertainment. Like if Muhammad Ali fought a bear. You know what I'm saying? Or Hulk Hogan against Rocky. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the girl fight prior to that, Elnora was live. They fought. Like they had a fight. Like they got a rivalry. They got a rivalry going. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a rivalry going. So that was real. But the fight that made it the largest gate outside of Vegas ever. The largest gate outside of any fight outside of Las Vegas ever was the Tyson Paul fight. You know what I'm saying? And they broke records. They broke records. Netflix said over 60 million households watched the fight. That's a lot of households. 60 million households, right? Watch the fight. Yeah, Elnora says you glad that Tyson didn't get knocked out. Yeah, I think everybody was. I think people would have canceled their Netflix subscription had Paul knocked out Mike Tyson. I wouldn't be surprised if the network didn't go to Jake Paul before and say, whatever you do not knock him out. Because it was clear that Paul could have. It was clear that he carried Tyson, probably from the second round through the eighth round. He kind of carried. It was a couple times he could have went in for the key. He could have hurt him. He could have hurt him. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of cool. He understood. He understood if he did that, then that would have ended his career. That would have ended his popularity. The backlash would have been horrible for him had he done that. That wouldn't have been a good move for him to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all because I saw somebody post earlier. Well, George Foreman was knocking out 20-year-olds when he was 45. Let me tell y'all, I'm 52, right? It's a big difference between 45 and 58. Hell, it's a big difference between 45 and 52. So you can't compare 45 to 58. You can do more as a 45-year-old than you can as a 58-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And Shabaka say it was an exhibition fight. Shabaka, yes, it was an exhibition fight. It should not. No one should have taken that fight seriously, right? And yes, Shabaka, the Paul dude, he's in the Great White Hope business. That's why he doesn't fight actual boxers. He fights MMA guys. He fights YouTube guys. He fights guys like that. He doesn't fight actual professional boxers unless they're 58 years old, right? And he's into the exhibition aspect of boxing. So you get this YouTuber in here, anything they can generate heat that's going to generate buys. That's what they do. This is not competitive boxing. So when you're looking at the Jake Paul fights and stuff, that's not what you call competitive boxing, and it's not intended to be competitive boxing. That's exhibition boxing. That's me and him getting into it on the internet, and we gonna fight it out boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was. You're right, Judah. You say nobody over 50 should be fighting after dark. We sleepy by then. You ain't never lied. Hey, Mike might have had a shot if they'd have been at 10 a.m. instead of 10 p.m. If they'd had to fight, because then the young dude would have been out of sorts, because they can't do nothing before 10. We can't do nothing after 10. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But y'all, you got to look at it like this, right? And Mike Tyson understands this, and I think y'all understand it too. That's just business, y'all. They're in the entertainment business. What you saw last night was entertainment. I'm not gonna poop on it because they don't pretend. It's their job to kind of pretend like it's a real beef, like pro wrestling. It's their job to pretend like they really don't like each other, but they know they're helping each other eat. But even in competitive boxing, right? It's their job once they sign on a dotted line. It's the boxer's jobs to sell the fight, and you can't sell the fight acting like you and the other guy are friends. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So you have to sell it, like the slap the night before. That probably meant 2 million more views. That slap just was to add. When Tyson slapped him the night before, that's just make everybody think, oh shit, Mike might whoop his ass. Mike might whoop him from the slap. But that was staged. They needed something at the weigh-in just to stamp to say this, make sure everybody gonna watch it. And did y'all see Arlington Stadium? It was packed. That's 100,000 seat stadium. It was packed like it was Mayweather versus Roy Jones in a prime or something. Like it was packed. That's no small feat, right? Right? Yeah, you're right, Shabaka. No reputable box commission unless an agreement was already in place that nobody was gonna seriously get hurt. Right? And I'm sure they sanctioned Mike with all kind of precautions in place, I'm sure, behind the scenes. I mean, Mike had on a knee brace. He could hardly walk coming into the ring. Right? He gave y'all a good round. That first round, Mike was bobbing and weaving. He was throwing a few punches. And then Mike say, shit, that's it. That's my night. That's my night. And Paul was like, "You good, Unc? I got you." And he was just tip tapping him, did enough to win the fight. He could have knocked, he could have hurt Tyson. And that's no knock on Mike Tyson. He's 58. You know, the other dude, 27. And who knows, if Mike didn't have that bad knee and they did it at 10 a.m. rather than 10 p.m., he probably would have been more competitive. And some people might be like, "Well, I don't like to see the white boy whooping up on the black man like that." Man, look, if Mike Tyson got to turn 58 with a bad knee in order for that boy to be brave enough to fight him, you know. So, so it was an exhibition, right? Now, the cool thing for Mike Tyson is this. He got $20 million without Don King, without a fighting promoter. $20 million. Think about this, and it was 8. Mike used to have to fight 12 and 15 round fights. This was an 8-round fight, 2 minutes per round. He used to have to fight 3 minutes per round, 2 minutes per round. Okay, that's 16 minutes. 16 minutes to earn $20 million. 16 minutes to earn $20 million. Boy, if I can do that at 58, I'd do that at 18. I'd throw, huh? He made double his net worth. He won. There's no losing here. Mike Tyson did not lose. You right, yeah, he put that guard up for the rest of the night after the 4th round. Yeah. It was an exhibition fight. And they laughed all the way to the bank. Now, I don't think it makes people who watched it dumb or anything like that. If you have a Netflix subscription, it's not like you have to pay extra for it or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Or people who bought tickets to see it live. I mean, it ain't about, like, events like that. It's really not about the event. When you pay a ticket to go to an event that's a huge spectacle, you're really there to see who's in the crowd, not to see who's in the ring. Well, for people on the floor now, people in the nosebleeds might be there really to see their hero fight. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, look at the residual income people are making. Judah as a DJ. Now, I don't know if you made it betting or if you made it, because I know there were events that night. So if you was DJing that night, you was getting them tips. If you was DJing, if you was at a club last night, if you was out there, you was doing your thing. If you was slanging merch last night, if you hustling, if you a hustler, you was out there getting it in last night. See, hustlers like spectacles like that, because people coming out. When people come out, they want to buy stuff. They want to spend money. And that's what that was all about. And that's America. That's capitalism right there. And yeah, look, Shabaka say to see somebody smash tight. I'm gonna tell you something, y'all, and I'm gonna talk about this on another time. So I'm gonna get up and go in a minute. The black athlete, particularly the ones from the U.S., is on a decline. The black athlete is on a decline, y'all, and the black athlete is on a decline because our health, we're not as healthy as we used to be. Our eating habits collectively ain't what they used to be. Our families ain't as strong as they used to be. Our children ain't as physically strong. We're losing our athletic advantage. Right now, we just riding on genetics. Right now, we riding on genetics. You know what I'm saying? We riding on that. And we still got great genes. We still have great genetics. But we're riding on that. I'm not saying there ain't no black athletes out there that's still, working hard. There are. But in general, these children growing up eating processed food, they growing up eating Takis and all that type of shit, and these Europeans is over there learning all them fundamentals and all that. I mean, man, I'm telling you something. Nikola Jokic could never dominate the NBA in the 90s. And of course, they've changed the rules to make it easy. You can't play defense in the NBA no more, for example. So people like Luka, big slow white boys like Luka and all them, they dominate because they got some fundamentals down. You can't foul them. But I mean, we should be getting our lick back. And if you look across the NBA right now, Giannis ain't from here. Luka ain't from here. Jokic ain't from here. Embiid ain't from here. A lot of your top athletes ain't from here no more. You look in the NFL, a lot of them linemen and stuff getting them sacks. Their last name start with O. Them boys from Nigeria. Them boys from Nigeria, and so our athlete is not only on the decline because of the physical state, but also, you know what I'm saying, on decline from the mental state, culturally. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of these cats ain't marketable. You understand what I'm saying? And so yeah, that's an issue too. Jason on the cool, Jake just like to fight people who he really admire. Just but yeah, 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 yeah. You right. When Fury whooped him, that guy Fury whooped, and the thing is, he got whooped by a guy who wasn't even really a draw, right? Not to say that he wasn't successful in that fight money wise, but who really knew of Fury that much, Tommy Fury that much before that particular fight? So the last thing you want to do is fight somebody that you making popular and they beat you. You want to fight somebody that you can easily beat that's also a draw. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the exhibition fight game. And the Pauls have cornered that market. They've taken it to another level. They've taken the exhibition fight game, and the established fight game people are upset because these cats is doing numbers and they not putting in half the work. Yeah, now Jake and Connor, that's a money fight. That's a money fight. That's a money fight. Cause white people still think he almost beat Mayweather. White people still think Conor McGregor almost beat Floyd Mayweather. They really do. As much as Mayweather dominated him in that fight, white folks still think that Conor almost won. That's the great white hope syndrome. You know what I'm saying? And so it's very interesting. But yeah, man, that was a business move last night, Netflix, and that was a horrible stream. When everybody was, I know I had all kind of problems with that stream, and I got good internet, right? And so just exploring that technology last night for Netflix to go to live stream like that, to that magnitude, y'all saw how, you know, they got to step it up, because that stream was horrible, right? That stream was horrible. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, all that's going down. Yeah, I heard about Shields wanting to fight Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm still a little too old school, the age of two. I don't know if I could watch it. I love Claressa Shields though, and I don't think it'll be as big a dominant performance as other people might say. But if the age is still a difference, it's still a difference, especially now you're talking about two trained fighters. You're talking about a grown man who has to register his hands as lethal weapons because of his trade. You know what I'm saying? And Claressa is cold, but she's not a dominant power boxer among the women. And she got some knockouts on her belt, but that's not really her MO. She's not even considered a power puncher among the women, right? Now, if they were sparring and it was just up to technique, she got him, no problem. But just like we just had the guy that tried to pass off as a woman in the Olympics, and he's dominating and made that one lady quit. She's like, I ain't never been hit that hard before, because it was a man, right? I think you would see that same kind of thing, a danger if they ain't got on headgear, right? You'll see the danger of that kind of thing happening with Thurman and Shields. Now, technically, she know what to do. But I think that the power difference would still be there, and I think it would be dangerous. But, I could be, and you say if she's going to get out, let her get down. I don't know, man. There's too many knuckleheads out here already knocking women out. And we sure don't need an example of a sanctioned man knocking out a woman. I just think too many dudes going to turn around and say, yeah, you think you Claressa Shields, huh? And go in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. People tend to mimic what they see on TV. I ain't really. Yeah, we out here fighting like heck to get these dudes to wake up and help keep women safe now. So I don't know if I'm ready to see that. Keep that to pro wrestling. They'll let them wrestle a little bit. They'll let them do some stuff in pro wrestling. Let's keep the male to female violence on pro wrestling or whatever. But I don't know about the boxing game. But I know she calling them out. But again, she needs an exhibition fight. She would love to get an exhibition fight that could bring that type of millions, that type of money. And her people might be saying, fight a man. That'll be an exhibition fight that everybody would tune into, right? Because Claressa Shields hasn't got nearly the respect, the accolades, or the money that she deserves for everything that she accomplished. Y'all know she was the undisputed champion in multiple weight classes at the same time. She's the only boxer, male or female, to ever do that. Ever do that. But she don't get the endorsements. ESPN, they never really push Claressa Shields because she's a dark-skinned sister out of Flint, Michigan, where they poison the water, you know what I'm saying, and all that. They don't want to market that. They don't want to market that. She came up from nothing and built herself. No, it's too much. It's too much build of self-taught and all that. It's too much of that in her story. It's too much of us. Too much of this kind of stuff in her story. I don't think that, and that's they not only will they not choose to market her, they'll suppress any effort to market her. Right? And so that's the thing. So she's trying to find a lane, an independent lane like the Pauls. If she can find an independent, Logan Paul or Jake Paul, I get them mixed up. Jake Paul, the Paul brothers, he if he went the traditional boxing route, we wouldn't be here. He skipped over all that, used YouTube fame and marketing, and created his own fight game, exhibition fight game, right? That's ingenuity. That's being innovative. And y'all know how many good fighters out there that get screwed around by promoters, get screwed around by all the legitimate fight game people and thrown in the trash afterwards, right? To see fighters step outside the box and create venues for themselves, we all should be rooting for that. We all should be rooting for the next. I'm rooting for the next black personality that can come out and leverage his or her popularity into creating venues for themselves that cuts out the middleman. Because then that means the talent is actually getting the money. So that's how I look at the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as you say, you ain't gonna call out no man. One hit and they'll break our face because we physically different. I say, give her what she asking for. She talk too much. Let her get a ring. Yeah. No, we gotta protect the GOAT. The GOAT shouldn't have to fight a man to get our attention. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't have to go through all that to get our attention. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we not lifting her up the way she should be lifted up. And so desperate times sometimes calls for desperate measures. I hope she don't take it that far. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of get the props that she deserves. But hey, y'all, I'm about to be in this corner though. I just wanted to jump on right quick and talk about how beautiful a weekend this has been. Talk a little bit about the fight. Tell everybody who's watching that has supported the Uhuru Academy in the past or is currently supporting the Uhuru Academy that I love you. And I don't mind telling you, you see the website right there, uhuruacademy.com. You see the link, bit.ly.com/buildUhuru or Cash App, $Uhuru Academy. Just know that when you support us, you're supporting the work. You're supporting real work being done by real people. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about what we're going to do. You're supporting what we're actively doing, and we appreciate it. Every little bit counts. Hey, y'all have a beautiful Blacktastic night, Blacktastic weekend. Be safe out there. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.